Maybe I'll just touch on three really quickly. I think the first one, the big number that everybody saw, $5 billion Sing dollars.
Yeah.
What is this? This is basically money that's going to come from an arm of the central bank, of the MS, that will go straight into fund managers that are actively investing in the Singapore stock market with a bias towards small and mid caps, i.e. not just the top 30 stocks, and also are very actively happy to take positions in new listings. So this stokes demand very directly. And yes, $5 billion is not a big sum if you look at the whole market, but if you just look at the small and mid caps and new listings, it moves the needle. The second big thing is they've now created an obligation for family offices that want to set up in Singapore to have to contribute roughly a quarter of their whole assets into local securities. Honestly, phenomenal thing. I think capital coming into Singapore is hot money. It goes out as fast as it can come in. So this creates stickiness, a much better multiplier effect, and not just going into Sentosa condos and so on, right? So that's two. And I think just the third part, just for the companies themselves, they've really tried to streamline a lot of the listing criteria. So a lot of the reviews, which would take very long, they've been all collapsed into one single review. A whole bunch of sort of disclosure requirements are going to get brought down for the right reasons, et cetera, et cetera. So I think a lot of streamlining. There's a whole bunch of tax rebates as well, but they're really boring. So let's not touch on them today. But they're good, but not as exciting for the general market. And I think just closer to home for me, I think they have recognized that to build a very good, strong, sound market, you need better data, you need better research. I think it came out clearly in a lot of surveys that were done into these working committee meetings. So they're going to expand more schemes to drive research into the markets. And I think those will extend to companies that are already listed, companies that have filed for listing, companies that are considering listing. So all the way across that equity value chain spanning public and private market.